Good evening. Thank you so much for coming back, watching my YouTube videos. My name is Saima I'm a nurse here in the UK, currently working here in the UK, and I'm trained from Pakistan. So in today's video, we are going to talk about scammers, frauds here in the UK. Yes, they do happen even in here. They do happen a lot, and it's very common to be scammed by the people here. So you need to be very alert, you need to be conscious, you need to be aware of what you're doing, and I would give you some tips how you can avoid these scammers. All right, so the first thing you need to know is when you get letters from anywhere, there is mostly written, there is usually your name, your address is written on that letter, right? So when you discard it, just tear it properly so nobody can read your name and your address. Because what happens is sometimes they call you and they say you they call you by your name, and then they call you like, is this Saima Nadeem, and you live on this address, is that correct? Yeah, so we are calling from here and we need this information from you. All right, so the first tip is, if you are getting any letters, just discard them properly and make sure that you rip off all the information on that. The second point is, if you get a call and they are saying that I'm calling from the bank, I need your account number just for confirmation, don't give them your account number. All right, if they're calling from the bank, they should know your bank account, they should know your account number, they shouldn't be asking you to give them your account number. All right, and also if someone is calling you and saying I'm calling from the bank and for the confirmation I need your date of birth, and guys, let me make it clear. So here in the UK, each and every bit is recorded on your name and your address. So wherever you register, you are going to put your name and your address. So let's say everybody knows your name and your address, right? The second thing they need to know, they would be asking you, the scammers, your date of birth. All right, so they already know your name, they already know your address. Now they say, I'm calling from the bank, is this your address, is that correct, and what's your date of birth? We just need to make some clarification. All right, don't give your personal information unless you are clear that the person the person who's calling you is a real person, or they are not scammers, or they're not frauds. All right, just be aware that you are not going to give, you are not providing them your personal information. If they are saying, yes, we know that this is your name, this is your address, doesn't matter, a lot of people would know your name and your address. All right, it's not something special that you would think that oh, they know my name and they know my address and they gave me correct address and maybe they are the right person. All right, if they are the right person, they would be knowing your date of birth as well, or your account number as well. So don't provide any information unless you are sure about it. Let me tell you a story. So 3 days ago I got a call, and then there was a recording saying that we are calling from HMRC and you are going to talk to an officer in a moment because there is some complaint about you. All right, so that was a recording, and then the next thing I'm hearing is, thank you for calling HMRC, how can I help you? So that was a guy. The recording was in a female voice, and this was the guy. So he said, how can I help you? So I said, I just got a call from HMRC and they are saying I need to speak to an officer. And he said, yes, that's right. And the next point he said, what's your name? So I told him my name, and then he said, I need to know your full name and your address so I can pull up your file. All right, so I gave him my full name and address, and then he said, yes, I can see your file, I have all your details, and there is a complaint against you and you need to pay 1800 pounds because you were not paying the tax. All right, so I said, okay, can you please make it clear that when I was not paying the taxes? And he said, for the last 2 months you are not paying the taxes. All right. So I said, okay, so you have my file. He said, yes, I have your file. And then I said, I asked him when I did not pay the tax, and he said for the past 2 months. All right. The next question I asked is, all right, you have my file, right? Can you give me my employee number? And he was shocked. He was like, I cannot give you your employee number. Why can't you give me my employee number? If you have my file, if you can see in my salary slips, they are not allowed to see our salary slip. They cannot see our salary slip. He said, I can see all of your details and your wage, and you were not paying the tax for the last 2-3 months, and you are going to, there is a charge against you for 1800 pounds. If you don't pay that, there will be official criminal record, something for you. All right. So I said, okay, if you have my file, if you can see that I was not paying the taxes for the past 2-3 months, you are calling me from HMRC, can you give me my employee number? I was so confident in saying that. So I said to him, give me my employee number, and he couldn't give me my employee number. All right. Then what I said is, okay, he was just making excuses that he cannot give me my employee number, it's confidential, and I am the person, I'm asking about my employee number. All right. I'm not asking about someone else employee number. And the second question I asked him, okay, that's fine, you don't need to give me my employee number. All right, just give me the name of my organization that I work for. And he was quiet. He did not say anything. And then he kept quiet for 10-20 seconds, and then he said, see, we are very busy, as I said, and what I'm saying is there is an investigation against you, there is a criminal record against you that you did not pay 1800 pounds, and we are going to call the police on you. And I said, all right, you can go ahead, whatever you want to do. And if you say that there is a criminal record against me for 1800 pounds of taxes that I did not pay, can you please send me a letter stating all of the things? And then he was quiet again. I can't explain how confident, how come I was so confident in talking to him. And then literally he was a scammer, and he never called me again. There is no letter, I didn't get any letter, and he was lying. He couldn't give me my employee number, he couldn't give me the name of my organization, he couldn't give me any detail. But he said, right, that I have your file and I can give I can see that you did not pay the tax. So I just asked him if you can give me this information. He couldn't. So he was fraud. He was just making me scam. And then good thing, thank God, I did not pay attention, and then I asked questions. So if you are in doubt, if you're not sure the person you are talking to, if you're not sure who is it, and if it's a valid reason they are telling you, or if it's a real person you're talking to, because HMRC, I know they don't call, they send a letter usually. And on your P60, every year you get a slip it's called P60, and there is a record how much tax you paid, how much you earn, and what was owed, and what tax you pay extra. So each and every bit is recorded on that, and if there is any additional tax you need to pay or you paid extra, they are going to tell you in the letter. All right, if you don't get any letter, you are good to go. You don't have to be worried about anything. So that's it. So I didn't get any letter, and I know I was paying the tax. I can see in my salary slip it was deducted each month, and it's not my problem that how much tax I'm paying, because what the salary we get is after the deduction of the taxes and insurance. So it's the hospital's responsibility to pay the tax on my behalf, for whatever tax they want to deduct, they deduct. And that's it. Was not my headache. It's not my headache to pay the tax, so none of my business. All right, so that's it, guys. I just want you to be aware of these frauds and these scammers. It happens a lot here in the UK. Just be careful with what you do. If you get a call, I know when you are new, it's very obvious this, that you will be getting a call, you will be getting too many calls, and sometimes anxiously you can say things, you can give them your information. I just want to say to you, be aware and be relaxed when you answer any call, and make sure that what information they are asking you. And before you give them any information, make sure they are the right person, and make sure you are not giving your personal information to anybody that you don't know, or you are giving your personal information to a scammer. And it's good to be careful in the beginning instead of wasting your money. I remember a colleague of mine, she was new, we were new, and then in our batch we were new, and then in the first week she got a call. No, in the second month she got a call from the same HMRSC, and they said to her that you did not pay tax for the last month, and there is a 300 pounds that you need to pay. So when you are band 3 for 3 months, unless you pass your OSCE, you don't pay tax. There is no tax deduction for the first 2 or 3 months. All right, so they called her and they said, you did not pay the tax, so there is a case against you. And she got very scared, thinking that yes, for the past 2 months we did not pay tax, and maybe it's true. So she did not know that first 1 or 2 months there is no tax deduction. When you are band 3, there is no tax deduction. All right, so she didn't know that, and then she gave them all the information, and she gave them the information about her account number, about her date of birth, about her name, each and every bit she gave them the information. And luckily there was only 300 in her account. They took the money, 300 pounds, and because of her not knowing that they were the scammers, and tax deduction is none of her business. She doesn't need to be worried about that. She just gave them the information, and her money was gone. 300 pounds was gone. So when you are new, just be sure that you provide information to the relevant person only. So that's it. That was our experience, guys. My experience and one of my colleagues' experience. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care of your money, and be aware of these frauds and these scammers. They want to take your money. They know that you are a nurse, you're working here in the UK, you are earning loads of money, and they want to catch it. All right, so take care of your money, guys, and be alert, be active, and be aware of these things here in the UK. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye bye. God bless you. If you have any experience like this, let me know in the comment section. I'll be very happy to read your comments about the scammers and about the frauds, because I know they happen a lot here in the UK. So let me know in the comment section.